Okay, now for something just a little bit different. We're talking about angles, we're talking about circles, we're talking about triangles. So let's just refresh some information, some stuff that we know about circles. So if we're trying to find something like this is a standard geometry problem, find the length of the arc. Well, if we know the angle and we know the radius, this is a question about the portion of the circumference of the circle that we're looking at. Now, you may remember that arcs can be measured in terms of their length or in their angle measure. So we could call this arc 45 degrees, that's its measure. Its length is going to be some portion of the circumference. Now, you may also recall that the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. So the circumference of this particular circle would be 24 pi centimeters. But we don't want to know the entire circumference of the circle. We want to know just this portion. So we can say part over whole, 45 degrees over 360 degrees, the part of the circle that we're concerned with, is equal to the part of the circumference that we are concerned with. Now, that is going to cancel to be 1/8. I don't know if you knew that, but you can cancel that way too. And you get x is approximately 3 pi. Hooray! How exciting. So that's just a geometry problem to remember. And now for something a little more interesting. Let's say the second hand of a clock is 6 inches. And remember, the second hand of a clock travels around, it makes a full rotation in 1 minute. How many degrees does it rotate in 5 minutes? Well, this is a question about the measure. How many degrees is it rotating? Well, if it does 360 degrees in 1 minute, it does 5 times 360 degrees in 5 minutes, or 1800 degrees. If we want to know how far the tip of the second hand travels in 5 minutes, how far, we're talking about length. So how far does it travel? It's going to take those 5 rotations, and that's going to end up being 5 circumferences. You could think about it as 1800 over 360 equals 2 pi r, 12 pi, and then that. Or you could make this a lot easier. Well, I guess you could reduce that to 5 and then multiply it. But anyway, I digress. You could just say if it travels 5 times around, it travels 5 circumferences, 5 times 12 pi. That gives you 60 pi, or approximately 188.5 centimeters. Don't forget your units. Okay, love you guys. See you soon, hopefully. I don't know. Miss you. Bye.